John D. Rockefeller. I mean, the name itself just sounds like money, right? We're talking about a fortune that, in today's dollars, would be worth hundreds of billions. But how on earth did one guy build an empire that massive? It wasn't just luck, and it wasn't just oil. Nope, it was a specific playbook, a set of rules he lived by. So today, we're going to crack open that playbook and dig into the principles that made him the wealthiest American in modern history.
So what was the secret? I mean, really, how did he pull it off? It wasn't just about being in the right business at the right time. He operated with a totally different mindset, a set of rules that, honestly, anyone can learn from. Let's break down the first one.
All right, rule number 1. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. You have to forge a new path. Rockefeller was convinced that real, breakthrough success is never found by walking in someone else's footsteps. It's about blazing your own trail.
And Rockefeller himself said it best. He saw those worn paths, the normal way of doing things, as a total trap. A path that leads to, well, average results. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to be willing to do what other people aren't. You have to be the one to create the road, not just walk on it.
So this really lays out the choice that every ambitious person has to make. The worn path. It's comfortable. It's safe. It leads to good enough. But Rockefeller believed the biggest enemy of great wasn't failure. It was being content with just good. To achieve something great, you've got to leave that comfort zone and be willing to climb that mountain, maybe even alone.
But here's the thing. A brilliant new path is totally useless if no one's willing to follow you down it or invest in your vision. And that brings us right to Rockefeller's second rule. You must obsessively build and protect your reputation.
Think about it this way. Your reputation is capital. It's the currency that buys you trust. When people give you their money or bet their careers on you, they're not just buying into some business plan. They are buying into you, your character, your integrity, your word. This is why your reputation isn't something you just have. It's something you actively build. It's your life's artwork. Every single thing you do, every decision you make, it's another brushstroke. You have to craft it with the same care and intention as a master artist working on a masterpiece.
So, how do you actually do that? Well, first, you've got to see yourself as a product and consciously build a strong personal brand around it. Second, you prioritize relationships built on business, not just friendship, because frankly, they're usually more resilient. And finally, and I know this one sounds harsh, but it's essential for staying objective, never, ever hire someone you can't bring yourself to fire.
Okay, so you've got your new path. You've got a rock-solid reputation. That's the foundation. But to build something truly massive, Rockefeller knew you just can't do it all by yourself. And that leads to his third rule. You absolutely have to master the art of leverage. We've all heard this a million times, right? If you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself. But Rockefeller saw this as a total trap. It's small-time thinking that puts a hard ceiling on what you can achieve. You're literally boxing yourself in.
So here's the alternative. Rockefeller famously said, "I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own." Why? It's simple. Your own effort is finite. You only have so many hours in a day. But when you leverage the efforts of a whole team, your potential for impact becomes, well, almost infinite.
At the end of the day, that's all leverage is. It's just the strategic use of other people's resources, their time, their money, their ideas, to get to your goals faster and bigger. It's how you create a result that's way bigger than what any one person could do alone.
But here's the catch. Forging a new path, building a reputation, mastering leverage, none of these are quick wins. They're all pieces of a bigger puzzle, and they all serve the fourth and final rule in the playbook. You have to be committed to playing the long game.
And Rockefeller was super clear about this. If your only goal is to get rich, you will never get there, period. Money by itself just isn't a strong enough motivator to get you through the tough times. And trust me, there will be tough times. The real drive has to come from something bigger, a passion to build something, to create, to solve a huge problem. Wealth, he believed, is just the byproduct of having a powerful purpose.
He called this singleness of purpose, and this timeline shows you exactly how powerful it is. You commit to one big thing. Year 1, it's going to feel like a slow, painful, intimidating crawl. By year 5, you finally start building some real momentum. But after a decade of just relentless focus, the progress can seem almost magical. That's the power of compounding effort over the long haul.
And make no mistake, you are going to go through hell. Every great journey is packed with obstacles and setbacks. The only way out is through.
As the famous line goes, the people who win are just the ones who keep going when everybody else gives up.
So how did Rockefeller build that kind of resilience? He lived by 3 simple rules. First, sheer perseverance. He believed it could overcome almost any obstacle. Second, you have to be a contrarian. You run in when everyone else is running out. And third, you have to have this ironclad belief that every single disaster holds the seed of an equal or even greater opportunity.
So there you have it, the Rockefeller playbook. Let's just lock in those 4 core rules one more time. Rule 1, forge your own unique path. Don't just follow the crowd. Rule 2, your reputation is everything. Treat it like your most valuable asset. Rule 3, master leverage to scale your impact. And Rule 4, play the long game, commit to a single purpose, and just never, ever give up.
Which leaves us with one last big question. In our world of instant gratification, where everyone wants results yesterday, is Rockefeller's playbook, with all its focus on patience, reputation, and decade-long commitment, still the ultimate key to success, or has the game just fundamentally changed? That's something to think about. Thanks for joining this explainer.